Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. And in today's video, this is actually going to be a cautionary tale of why you should not try to monetize your family's existence on any kind of social media platform. Now, for the uninitiated, there is a TikTok family that is sweeping the internet by storm, and their page is called Resilient Jenkins. And typically, I don't like to make videos on the less fortunate. I typically target the rich and the wealthy. Those are the kind of people that I like to expose. But I could not go down this rabbit hole of the Jenkins family and not make this video. Now, the biggest critique that I see for the Jenkins family and this mother, who is the main creator of all the content, is the fact that these two individuals right here have 4 kids. They live in a 1-bedroom apartment with the kids all sleeping together in one big main room, while her and her mark-ass boyfriend right here sleep in a room all by themselves. And look at this video right here. In fact, well, I'll let Mrs. Jenkins show you her vision herself.
See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive that I might have judged a poor person based off their appearance. And like I said, I have learned a lot. I generally look like I'm roughing it, but that's because our kids come first. I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy. When it comes down to it, I could shove everything my kids have in one bedroom of some of these houses I see, and it would really look like nothing. We try to teach our kids to take care of what they have, be grateful for what we have. We keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want.
All right, well, if you're anything like me, you probably feel very bad for those children, and you probably come to the conclusion that it should be illegal for some people to reproduce, as these children sleep and exist in this neglected environment by both of these two individuals, and I have no remorse for them. In fact, I got some more clips for you that's going to show Mrs. Jenkins' neglectful behavior. Let's take a look at this right here. This clip reads, "No one can judge me faster than I do. The kids are unbathed. The cats are covered in fleas and bites. Laundry's not done in the background. My kid's hair's undone. No presents under the tree. No fancy Christmas event to take my kids to due to no funds. Broken and complete toys everywhere for kids. My kids need new clothes." And I find this very interesting from Miss Jenkins, as in the last post, she claims that they have no funds to buy the kids Christmas presents or go out and do anything, yet we have posts from her encouraging herself to smoke weed while pregnant.
Smoking is not good for your health, but you know what?
I don't care. I love it.
We also got posts of Miss Jenkins joking about microdosing LSD while taking care of her kids. So I find posts like this, where she's crying about life and sobbing about the situation that her and Mr. Jenkins have found themselves in, to be so ironic and hilarious, because you have funds to smoke weed while you're pregnant and microdose LSD while you watch your children, but you ain't got no money to get them some Christmas presents. Now, while doing my research on this beautiful family here, I actually found out that Miss Jenkins has never felt her genetics. And you might be asking yourself, what do I mean? Well, watch this video with me right here. All right, so Miss Jenkins gets this filter. It turns her into an AI black woman, and you can clearly read the caption. It says, "These filters constantly switch up my ethnicity." And honestly, I'm here for it, because I've never felt my genetics. And this is absolutely wild to me. I mean, I've heard of gender dysphoria before, but I've never heard of race dysphoria, where white people think they're black or other races. So this is a very interesting development, as Miss Jenkins is a white girl, and it seems like she fetishizes black people. In fact, I want to take a look at this caption right here on a video that Miss Jenkins posted. Now, in this video, Miss Jenkins is cleaning a litter box while she's pregnant. And it says, POV, you're pregnant with superior genetics that fight through the terrain of Makoko, and more so you don't let fear hold you back from doing normal tasks. And now we're going to take a look at this caption on the video. Miss Jenkins says, "This honestly isn't meant to ruffle anyone's feathers. It's a post giving respect to how incredible my hubby's genetics are. He makes some of the strongest, most resilient babies. Of course I play my role. Side note, I never discredit the strength and amazing abilities of my 2 daughters from my previous baby daddy. They are unstoppable, strong little ladies that have not let genetics or circumstance hold them back. So Mrs. Jenkins is insinuating that the black child that she has in her stomach right now, that she is consummated with Mr. Jenkins, is a little bit more superior racially than her 2 little white daughters that she has. And, well, they're still her little ladies, even if they don't let genetics or circumstance get in their way. So it's clear off the rip that Miss Jenkins fetishizes black individuals. I think that because she thinks that she's having a black child, she's black now, I guess. I guess this is her logic. But I want to actually take a look at these superior genetics that Miss Jenkins is referencing. Because in all these videos, you see Miss Jenkins changing the litter box while she's pregnant by herself, sweeping the floors, making the kids' beds or whatever. And now we got a clip of Mr. Jenkins. And apparently, well, Mr. Jenkins doesn't have a job. And let's take a look at this post right here. It says, "Can't wait to get this man a little gaming spot one day with a comfy chair and not a broken headset." He's about to turn 35 with a broken headset in a few days. And I get sish for him. Just gonna cook my heart out for him. So here's Mr. Jenkins. He's supposed to be the breadwinner of the house. He doesn't have a job. He's about to turn 35 in a few days, and he's using a broken mic to talk to the lads on the game in this small-ass corner on this weak-ass screen. I mean, dude, you have failed at life. Go get a fucking job. And it doesn't stop there for Mr. Jenkins. Not only did he fail at life, but it looks like he is currently failing the family, as here we got a post from Mrs. Jenkins, and she says, "Low-key will never understand full-grown men playing video games over spending time with their family." And, well, Miss Jenkins, this is the behavior that you just let happen, okay? You enabled this guy to sit at home, not have a job, play video games all day, and now you're wondering why Mr. Jenkins doesn't spend time with the kids. He's on fucking Fortnite. You know why. It's because you. We got a post from Mrs. Jenkins that reads, "Help a girl out. My hubby said if we can flip our financial position, this doesn't have to be our last baby. And I'm really not ready to stop having babies yet." So look at this, man. Miss Jenkins wants to blow up on TikTok to have more kids, and I don't know how an individual like this could even have a following in the first place. And it sounds like, by looking at this caption, that Mr. Jenkins is somehow banking on the fact that Miss Jenkins will blow up on TikTok, so will the family, and he can just stay at the crib and be a fucking Twitch streamer or something while the TikTok pops off. And looking at the most recent post from the Resilient Jenkins account, I guess that the family made a wish list. And there are some fucking suckers on TikTok that feel pity for them and actually donated some stuff to the family. But if you wanted my personal opinion, I would not donate a cent to these 2 individuals. They are grifting their life on TikTok to, manipulate individuals. And you feel bad for my kid that I put in this position and donate to my family. Bro, go get a job. Get off of TikTok. That's not going to save your family, I promise you. Because content like this is not a long form of sustaining revenue. You're just going to get clowned on and become an 8-minute slop video that is soon forgotten about. I obviously feel very, very bad for those children, but think about it like this. There are kids in orphanages, kids that don't have 2 parents at home. Look, all I'm saying is it's very clear that Miss Jenkins and Mr. Jenkins are using their kids as props to gain sympathy on the internet. And they're 2 liable adults that have a family that can get up off their ass and stop crying on TikTok. If you really feel compelled to help children in fucking need, right? Donate to a legitimate source and cause. I beg of thine. But what do you guys make out of this entire Resilient Jenkins family TikTok drama? I have a sneaky suspicion this won't be the last time you hear about these guys, so keep your eyes open. And before you keep your eyes open, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on the bell notifications, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and play my music.
What we do here is go back.